Okay, welcome back to the second video dealing with cover letters. We're now just going to look at an example of a cover letter, and we're going to deal with all the different parts, and we're going to try and find some of the tips and see whether we find instances of these tips in the letter. First thing that we notice is that we have conventions that have been followed, that we've got the address of the person sending the letter top right, no name mentioned, because the name we find bottom of the page right there, and then address, of course spelled correctly in English, capital letters for days of the week, months of the year, and then the address of the person that we're going to send the letter to over here on the left hand side. More conventions. We can see that we have Dear Miss Winkles. We know the name of the person we're writing to, and that translate bottom of the page. This salutation is going to be linked to the way we end our letter, and as soon as we know the name, Swinkles, and mention it, we're going to use yours sincerely. So every time you mention the name, you go for sincerely. If on the other hand you just have to go for dear sir or madam, because you do not know the name, you're just writing for instance to the human resources manager and you have no idea of the name, you just write dear sir or madam and you end with yours faithfully instead of sincerely. After we have our salutation, then we've got a kind of reference line that we put in bold, or as we do here, full in capital letters, what the letter is about. In this case, it's online media specialist for your office in Eindhoven. All of these conventions, this is what your letter can look like. Of course, we're very much interested into the strategy and the structure of the cover letter itself. What we find is that there are separate paragraphs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this perhaps 5 and 6. Let's look at the different parts one by one. First paragraph: I was interested to see this advertisement on your website and would like to be considered for this post. In other words, we're just going to very briefly state, immediately to the point, I want this job. You say, I read the advertisement and I'm interested in this job. Next paragraph, what we have is a paragraph outlining a specific element that you want to focus on. I've just graduated from Ghent University in Belgium with a complementary master degree in multilingual and business communication after having obtained a master degree in multilingual communication. In other words, you have a topic sentence and you're going to focus on your degree qualifications. You're going to go on then and saying, at present I'm looking for an interesting job in which I could achieve my full potential. You're going to back it up with a shorter sentence and you're going to hint at, oh, this is somebody that wants to achieve full potential, somebody with ambition to become the best he can be. Maximizing the output of online marketing campaigns and supporting and advising marketing specialists is something I was trained to do during my studies. So indeed we started with an idea about the degree that this person has, and then we get the details. In that degree, what did you do? Oh, well, I know a lot about marketing campaigns, how to devise and how to work on them. I am, moreover, an excellent team player, capable of taking orders as well as working on my own initiative. And then you're going to link that specifically to the job at hand here. An online media specialist, that's the function that we're applying for, is also to deliberate both with colleagues and customers, and I would welcome this opportunity to use my communication abilities. So, focus here is on the degree. The degree has taught me some specific skills, and I'm looking forward to applying these to your job. This is how I add value to your company. And that same process is repeated in the next two paragraphs. Character and education make me proficient communicator, and then we get examples. How you got there. Keen and critical observer. So you're just going to list elements that will be of use for the specific job within the world of online media. Final paragraph: find it very important to stay up to date on current affairs. That's why I read several newspapers. Eagerness to learn complements my sense for observation, etc., etc. You say that this is the case, but then you back it up with facts. As a coordinator of the Van Kebetos at my, etc., etc., I have explaining experience. So we see quite many tips reoccurring. We've got good conventions that are followed, but then there is interest and paragraphs that are separated, clear topic sentences with facts that are backed up specifically.